I spoke to a group of people one time and I told them that one of my lifelong ambitions was always to get to 100 years old. I didn't care what happened after 100 years old, but here I am 61, I've got 39 years to go, and am I going to get there now? I was in the military for just over 30 years and I've lived everywhere from Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Toowoomba, over to Hong Kong. But that's military life. Sports have always been a big part of my life. I was a Queensland country representative football player in AFL back in my early 20s. And I became the Defence Force Marathon champion for 6 years. With the paddling, I joined a dragon boat club in Canberra. Being the Australian champions, we were invited to the World Club Championships. We went over there and we came back with a silver medal. I'm doing weights at the moment because I want to get back into dragon boat racing. I was diagnosed with mantle cell lymphoma 3.5 years ago. I can remember very clearly the day that my GP back in Kalgoorlie told me about the fact that I had cancer. The two words I remember seeing on the report were massive and extensive. So that was a very surreal moment. It turned out my right lung was entirely a tumour. I was in the depths of late stage 4 mantle cell lymphoma. I sat down on the couch with a beer and I just thought, hang this, I'm not finished yet. My treatment was a 6-month chemotherapy program, followed at the end by a stem cell transplant. When I recovered from the first bout so well, I thought, that's it, it's gone. I was in remission for 3.5 years. I was pretty disappointed when the MCL relapsed because at the time when I was first diagnosed, they didn't think I was going to make it till Christmas, and I was diagnosed at the end of August. When I relapsed, the haematologist said to me that there was an oral targeted therapy that I could go onto. So there was pretty much no ifs, buts or whys. It was just straight onto that. And there weren't many options. I've been on the oral targeted therapy for, it'd be 3.5 months now. At the moment I feel great. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with me at all. I feel just normal. I've been able to continue on and pretty much do most things. I'm ready to go back to work tomorrow if they've got a job for me. What I would suggest to anybody who's just been diagnosed is get in nice and close and nitty-gritty with your haematologist and understand everything. Don't get down in the dumps about it, because there's a lot of treatment that can make your life a lot better. If someone's just been put onto the oral targeted therapy, all I can say to them is live your life the way you normally do. I've got the goal of living to 100 years old. I just still want to make it that 39 years. I reckon I will at the moment, yeah.